What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are finally working on the CRX again. Like always, we are starting here later in the day. The sun is starting to set already, and I've spent my morning cleaning my calipers and installing all of my front brake setup. So right here, guys, we have the StopTech 10.3 rotors, or 10.2 from the DA. I took the calipers, scrubbed them up really nice in there, and I painted it graphite gray metallic, so it's not really shiny. And I have the Hawk HP Plus pads in it. I also have the red lubricant that was provided with the Hawk pads. You can see it right there, kind of. That's supposed to help with noise. And I also installed the Goodrich brake lines, stainless steel brake lines right there. It is not bled because we haven't gotten to the rear just yet. The rears are here, and my bushing still hasn't come in yet. So once that comes in, we can button up the rear and do all of the new stuff for that as well too. After I finish all of that, that Toyota Prius all the way over there, that's my little cousin's car, and that thing, the tumblers collapsed, so I had to do some rigging to get the car here, and that took some time. But we are back, and I am going to continue making some progress on the CRX. And today we're going to be doing all of the cooling system stuff, which is in here, here, and right there. So these right here are 1 1/4 outlets for the tuck radiators, the CSF, the ChaseBays, the rye wires. And currently on the radiator we have -16s, which I am not running -16s obviously. And we got this from Troy. Shout out to Troy, man, thank you for these. He gave them to me and gave me a fat ass deal on this drag style radiator. Much appreciated. Definitely gonna put that to use. And today, like I said, I'm gonna try to do as much of the cooling system stuff. Probably continue it tomorrow because the other things that I need are in storage, and it's already late to go over there. So right now, let's unpackage those. So if you guys don't remember, this package was sent over from Felix, and Felix upgraded to a version 2 of the ChaseBay tuck radiator kit, and he was like, yo, I think you can use this on your KRX build, so I'm going to send it your way. Felix, thank you once again for this ChaseBay tuck radiator. And this is going to work out perfectly because if you guys don't remember, I'm running the max PD intake manifold with the B series 70mm throttle body, and it has the B series TPS. So if you look, I literally don't have any room for a half size or a full size. So with this, we're able to stick it down here away from all of that. It'll make the bay look even better with the radio not being visible. So Felix said there's a leak somewhere, and he marked it, and I don't know where his marking is at. So I'm hitting up Storm right now, and he said it's the big blue X, which is right here, and he said it's coming from somewhere here. So right now I'm just going to give up looking for this pinhole or whatever it is, and I'm gonna go ahead and just get this all mocked up into the car, and we'll sort it out. But I want to get the cooling system at least kind of plumbed into place. So first things first, guys, we're gonna be removing the T-bracket because I know for sure this is gonna be in the way. Oh crud. Or does it go on the inside? Oh crud. So with the radiator on the inside, right, really flush up into the support here. If the radiator's on the inside, it comes really close with the fans back here and not a lot of like workspace. But I am using the T-bar from the wagon, which doesn't have the bottom legs like this one right here. Right, if I want to kick this more forward, I would have to trim. If you look, there's a gap there. I would have to trim this corner and also that corner just a smudge to bring the radiator more forward towards the bumper, so we can have more clearance down here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, before you guys ask, yes, custom throttle cable. Check that out. It worked, and then it snapped right there when I had to move the car off the driveway to park it over there, and it lost its tension. So I threw the bumper on because I totally forgot to count it. Me cutting the side frame right there is to allow me to push it further forward. Yeah, so we have the bumper support in the way, and we have these upper tabs also in the way, so it doesn't go back anymore. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to cut the support to bring it back further, or kind of slant the bottom and leave the radiator as is. I mean, it's not a sore eye because it's kind of under the T-bracket, right? But I think I may just leave the radiator where it's currently sitting. So you guys can see again, the tabs are like 2.5 inches away from the radiator support right here. And he did include, let's see here, some extra tabs. I don't think I can use this, but he did include some extra tabs. I'm probably gonna have to make some spacers out of some like tubing or something to get the tab to reach the support right here. But aside from that, I think now I feel stupid for cutting that. What's that? 2 1/8. 2 1/8. 1/8. I carry a lot of these like these material from Home Depot. This is a round tubing. I have it in steel, aluminum. I have flat stocks for days I need to fabricate random brackets or whatever it is that I need. Oh, it's hot. I am straight up eyeballing this. Straight up eyeballing this. I like putting this little window foam on anything that's hard mounted to the frame. Awesome. Right now I'm going to put the bumper back on to make sure that this is going to clear what was hitting in the front of the bumper right there. So before I do all of this, let me show you guys what I've been up to this past weekend. Yeah, so Tyga has been on a hunt for the JDM trunk bumper for the front and for the rear. As you guys know, if you're a CRV owner, you guys know that the JDM trunk doesn't have the spare tire like section over there. The license plate is centered, and he was able to acquire this online, and it came in last week. It had a lot of dents. There was a few here, there. Somebody smacked it right dead centered here. There was a giant dent here. This was folded, dent, dent, dent. So we spent the weekend to do all the body work on this rear tailgate, and we were able to paint it last night. I didn't really show you too much of the process of this because I wanted to knock it out so I can continue working on that car and getting it ready for tune. So we laid down some Nighthawk black pearl, and this one has the blue flakes in it. We did some legacy in-house clear. You guys can see how clear the clear coat is, and we did this at 9 o'clock in the middle of the night, right? Super windy, super cold, Harbor Freight paint gun, and I'm surprised how well it laid down. It is dried, so there's a lot of dust on it, and soon we're gonna have this cut and polished out and then installed onto a CRV. But looks freaking awesome. Maybe when we get the bumpers, we'll show you guys a little paint process on that. All right guys, so we are back here the next day. I got the radiator removed off the car, and I just realized now that this is a dual pass. Now the new version, the version 2, you can see the line where they welded the plate right here, but I guess they did this one on the inside. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a plate right there, and if I did the light from the bottom, you don't see it up here. So definitely cool to know that this is a dual pass radiator, but we have a situation with the setup. So this I originally thought was 16, and Troy hooked it up with a 16 to a 1 1/4 barb, but this is a 20. This guy's a 20 to a -16. You can see how ginormous that is versus the 16, and we don't have a fitting. So I got two solutions. I can weld this to the radiator and make that permanently barbed, or I can take this. You can already see I kind of bead rolled it, and I can cut this about maybe 1.5 inches or 2 inches, cut this guy off right here. Then we can weld this to the 20 and keep this for the half size drag radiator. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm ever gonna run 16 to need this guy right here. Is your car unlocked? You guys probably haven't seen this thing in a little while. So we got Tiger chilling right here, and the homie son just pulled up right here in his CRV2. If you guys remembered, this was on the channel last year. Woo boy, still mobbing, 4-wheel drive. Damn, still mobbing, still working that eBay turbo setup right there. Hella dirty. No, that's that Pismo dust. Don't worry about it. That's the sand. Legit, still mobbing it. Guys, haven't done squat. Everybody's just been chilling here, and you know what I mean? I didn't get any work done on the CRX, but check this out. Boy, that trunk looking fire. And it matches really well. You can't see it, but in the daytime earlier, the metallic, the blue, was definitely matching to the rest of the car. It wasn't darker, it wasn't brighter, but man, can't wait to polish this whole thing out. Just gotta get that bumper now, huh, Pig? So again, guys, I have not made a lot of progress on the CRX build, but I kind of have an idea on what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna carry this on to day 3 tomorrow, because Joe just showed up with Kat. She's over there, he's right here. And guess what this guy surprised me with? 100,000 subscriber, guys. We reached it this morning, and homeboy wasn't playing when he said he was going to surprise me with a what now?
Tomahawk.
Tomahawk. I've never seen or had a tomahawk ever. The only tomahawk I know is when I was playing games back in the days, but I didn't realize tomahawk was a real thing. And can you explain to me what this is?
It's a ribeye, bone on, and they call that the tomahawk because when you're done with it, you can hit someone over the head with it, bad boy.
Like my antenna? Shoot. I appreciate it, though, man. Thank you.
Anytime.
Hit me with surprises. I guess that's what he meant when he was like, oh, I got a surprise for you, right? Well, surprise, motherfucker. This is how you put a person to sleep, dude. Why, Joe? Why gotta do me like this? I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That looks so good.
It looks like I'm about to go food coma.
Food coma type of food up there?
Yo, after I eat, I'm gonna go sleep.
Oh, it's freaking amazing, yo. Guys, have at it. Thank you for this tomahawk. Oh my god.
Hey, you gotta grab the bone.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna get one for you too. Guys, it is 10:19. Everybody already went home, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna put a little bit more work into the cooling system. So right now I am installing the fan. I wish I had a shroud for this, or material to make a shroud. The metal shop is closed. I went there today, and the fan was originally hard mounted on here anyways without a shroud, so I'm just gonna do it the same way. But before I mount the fan on, what I did was I took some foam right here, some smaller one, and pretty much putting it on the perimeter of the fan itself, right? So that way the fan is not hard sitting on the fins, the rows, because with vibration it could potentially like dig itself into the rows and cause a leak. So I'm just gonna put some foam on here, and then I'm gonna stick it on the core itself where it originally sat, right? And I have not found the leak. I figured I'm just going to throw it in the car. I'm just going to go ahead and run the car, let it build pressure, and run water only, and find out where the leak is at. So we got this all welded up, guys, and pretty much ready to put it back in. Fortunately, this radiator hose right here from the other K20 that's sitting over there, this is the upper radiator hose, it fits perfectly. I do have the part number for the one on the bottom because I did run a Sirocco radiator before in this car. That is the only thing I don't have as of right now to fill up the cooling system, but for the most part, you guys get the idea. Once I get everything all buttoned up, put coolant in, bleed the cooling system, let it run and let it burp. But right now, I'm gonna go ahead and install this right here, and I don't think there's much more for me to do as of right now as far as the cooling system go, other than, you know, auto parts store. But I'm pumped. I got the rest of my suspension components right here in the mail yesterday. I got the rear trailing arm bushings for the DA. I got the front sway bar end link to the subframe bushings right there, and that means we can finally put the rear trailing arms together, which is also just chilling right here, and button up the brake system. I'm super eager to drive this freaking car. So I'm gonna go ahead and just install this real quick, guys. I don't think you need RTV because this one is gasket integrated, so it just pretty much bolts back on. Hell yeah, brother. I need a radiator cap. Guys, I found a super random EF DX throttle cable. This is the longer one for the dual point manifold, and I had a GSR bracket from that GSR manifold over there, and it just so happened to fit perfectly. Now the cable is a little long, but I'm not even worried about that because it just fits perfectly. Like, the slack's perfect. This is nicely tightened down, not going to move. This is secured. Definitely going to clear the hood for sure, I think. But we have a functioning throttle cable. So I got rid of that string that I was using right there the other day, and this just makes it more and more. I can't wait to drive this car. But yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it. I don't have a radiator cap, I don't have a lower radiator hose, so I can't really do much more with the cooling system. But for the most part, the radiator is installed. We have a fill neck. I'm going to use the reservoir over here, or maybe get a different one to look more cleaner. It's starting to get cold and windy for some reason, but before we close this video out, guys, I wanna try this Bluetooth in this car because I don't know if the speaker works, but it'd be a perfect time to do it since I still have the battery hooked up. There we go. Bluetooth did not turn on. Let me check the fuse real quick. So guys, funny thing, right? The whole time I was like, man, something is wrong with my radio wiring. And I figured out why I couldn't hear anything. It's because the door speakers aren't plugged in. So I checked the Bluetooth, the light was on, I just didn't hear the Bluetooth come on. And it did connect to my phone, I just didn't hear anything because it's disconnected on both sides. Why? Because the door plugs are 88 and the chassis is 91. So they don't plug in, but I am wrapped up for tonight. At least I know the wiring for the radio is working. Guys, I am very well aware that we are now at 100,000 subscribers, and I want to thank you guys so much for helping us get here. And we hit that yesterday. Yesterday was the 30th of June, and all the videos you guys have seen in between up until now was just all of the recordings in between. I do have something planned for the 100K video. So if you guys want to stick around and see what we have under our sleeves, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you guys enjoyed the updates and the progress that we are making on the CRX build, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. But with that being said, I can't tell if there's fireworks or gunshots, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.